So today I wanted to talk about a group of fights we just had at the Knights Hall last night, and we called it the Wheel of Pain event for Love Hurts. And it was a really unique fight with some interesting features, and I wanted to share it and talk about how you can have fun in the sport, and not everything has to be just a tournament or competitive. So what is it? So Love Hurts is a fight we have every year at the Hall on Valentine's Day weekend. That's just the time they hold it. But this year for the Love Hurts event, they did what we call the Wheel of Pain, or what we're calling the Wheel of Pain. And it's basically you get randomly assigned a fighter. So it's a round robin tournament. Round robin challenge. There's no tournament bracket. You just round robin through all the fighters who are there, or a number of fights you were going to get for the night. And you get up there against your opponent, and they spin a wheel, and you get whatever weapon, and I say weapon lightly, that ends up on that lands on, like a Wheel of Fortune wheel, and then that's what you're using. And then your opponent spins, and they get what they're using too. So that alone is interesting, kind of a random weapon assignment. It gets more interesting when you look at the weapons we had on the wheel. So we had things like longsword, and we had an arming sword, and there was a battle axe, and normal knight fight weapons. But also there was things like pillow, and a 2x4, steel chair, and my rubber chicken, and my personal favorite was a soup can, which I think is hilarious. It was scored like a duel, so more hits equal more points, but you could do throws and grapples and everything else like a pro fight / night fight, but you're only getting points off the weapon strikes. So it's a duel with more ability to do anything you wanted. This made it really interesting, and I'm going to put clips of a couple of my rounds or my fights that I have here. And I apologize, sometimes we're recorded vertically on phones, sometimes sideways, so we're going to put the clips of them. So stay tuned to see what the actual fight looked like after I'm done talking about it. But basically, it was really interesting because the dangerous weapons, things like a halberd or we actually had a flail, a big giant flail, were scary to fight against if you had things like a pillow or a soup can. But they were a disadvantage in the scoring because it's much easier to land a ton of shots while holding a soup can and just smashing it on somebody than it is to swing the big weapon. So it kind of evened out. So you almost wanted the worst weapons to win, while you wanted the better weapons to be less afraid. So that was it. That was it. And so my very first round I got to fight was Brian Durante, who's an amazing fighter, and he got the awesome weapon of a longsword, a very great dueling weapon. And I got the less awesome, technical, but way more awesome because it's fun weapon of a steel chair. And so I'll put that round out, right after this, and you'll see that that fight there. And then we ended the night with the most fun part, which was an all-v-all chair match. So everyone got a steel chair. Everyone who wanted to fight, I think there were 5 or 6 fighters in at that. All-v-all fighting at the end. We call it Pandemonia, which is last man standing. So you have no teammates. And then we duked it out with steel chairs. And at the end, Dustin and I had pre-agreed, we were 2 of the people in it, saying, hey, if it comes down to us at the end again, let's do something fun and unique. Which you'll see in the clip here. Kind of for context, Dustin and I have often ended up being the last 2 people in an all-v-all. We've done a few of them together, and it's always him and me last who survive, and then him and me who grapple for a very long time because he's an awesome grappler, and I'm a big guy who's hard to take down, and we kind of just, it's a long, draining experience. We said, hey, let's do something interesting for the fans, and you'll see that at the end as the last clip too. So why am I talking about this? Not just showing the clips, because I want to talk about the idea too that this can be like lots of fun. That you don't have to make everything technical and historical and realistic. We have these really cool suits of armor that most people don't have. You can do dumb stuff in and not get hurt. We could beat each other with a steel chair for 5 minutes, and it's hilarious, and it's loud, and it's funny, and no one's going away from that like dead. So we can use weird things. We can get creative, and I think that's what I love about the sport is the ability to put yourself as you're in power armor almost. You're literally a superhero. So let's go and have fun with it. So we did that. We had a great event. Of course, it was a fight. It was exhausting. I'm tired anytime I'm doing throws and punches and chops and all that. Didn't feel any different as far as exhaustion level from any fight. But the experience was unique, and I now get to go tell people that what you do on your weekend. I said I fought a man with a steel chair. All right, watch the videos. I'll leave at the end of this. Like, subscribe, follow. Hopefully you enjoy it, and let me know your thoughts.